Hello everyone, I'm the man for the South. We are back here today with another reaction video, and Whitechapel are one of my favourite bands of all time. The Valley is one of my favourite albums of all time. There are a few albums that I think are, from beginning to end, front to back, perfect. You have .5 The Grey Chapter by Slipknot. I think that's a perfect album. Self-Titled by Slipknot. Metallica's and Justice for All, Metallica's Ride the Lightning. Mesmerize by System of a Down. Immortal by Lorna Shore. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but The Valley by Whitechapel is up there. Well and truly, it stands out as one of the greatest albums of all time for me, and it's a perfect album. Their older sister album, Kin, is kicking ass so far. I enjoyed Lost Boy. I thought it was pretty good, but I viewed it slightly not as good as When a Demon Defiles a Witch, or WADA, as the acronym is. But at the same time, it was still a great song. Feels Cleans are sounding amazing. And I compare those two songs because they are very similar for me. I'll explain more at the end of the video. I love the Blood-Soaked Symphony. I lost the footage for that one, which is why you never saw my reaction for it. Same as I lost all the footage for Worm Shepherds in the Wake of Soulful album. Lost the footage for that. But Orphan dropped, and I'm glad that I know it is a softer song, because you hear the track Orphan and it makes me think heavy. But being part of Whitechapel groups on Facebook and stuff, and deathcore groups and all that kind of stuff, I've been told it is a soft song with mainly cleans, and that is all I know. So therefore, I'm comparing it to Hickory Creek. I'm not one of these elitist twats who says that you can't have cleans in deathcore, like, fuck off. Like, Phil's said all he needs to say about the elitist ones. God damn them. But with a track nearly 5 minutes long, I am very excited to see what Whitechapel have to offer up with Orphan. So far, Blood-Soaked Symphony has been my favourite release single. I'm very excited for the album, which comes out in 11 days. But we have Whitechapel, Orphan. Let's fucking go. Okay. Hey, Phil.
It's just the way it is. How did I find myself to be so pitiful?
Oh.
It's just the way that it is, and it's hopeless now. I'll never leave the prison inside my head. No one will ever understand the way it feels to shut out the emotion.
Oh! Wow, Phil! That is slight falsetto, and I love that.
Is that the touch that I had once feared? Is that the way that you look now? Is this what we are?
The bass ringing, love it.
Call me beckoning for company, an illusion that I dream of. What do I care? If you're here, there's nothing left inside of your hollow shell. I'm still alone. I'm still miserable.
Wow.
Is there hope somewhere in this chaos?
Oh!
I don't feel it, Mother, Father. Please go back to sleep. I can't
hell!
We're all alone. We're all miserable.
Oh, yeah, belt it! This is beautiful.
Forget my voice.
Oh,
Forget my eyes. My heart is content now.
I'm getting chilled.
To betray my innocence.
Distorted valve. Mwah. Solo time, by the way. That's a proper solo time! Yeah! God, the emotion!
It's just the way that it is, and it's hopeless now.
I love the self-harmonizing, love it.
Leave the prison inside my head. No one will ever understand the way it feels to shut out the emotion that drives me back to you.
Wow. Oh, I'm getting emotional. Wow. Those lovely clean guitars at the end. Mwah. Oh, go on, do the amp feedback and unplug. Yeah, got it. Wow. Wow. What a masterpiece. Damn, Phil. Those cleans. Woo. God damn. So Phil has expanded his clean range like no tomorrow. I think Mark pointed it out, Mark of Cardabox Academy. He did a video on Lost Boy, and he pointed out that Phil's cadence and the way he was singing in Lost Boy was almost identical to When a Demon Defiles a Witch, or like it was that very not simple, but it was that same pattern of like what has the world come to when a demon defiles a witch? Like it was that same pattern done in Lost Boy. By the way, can't sing properly, so ignore me, but I know what I'm talking about when it comes to vocals. It was that same kind of pattern, same kind of cadence, same modulation of the voice, all that kind of stuff. But in this, Phil was showing a little bit, or not a little bit, he was showing so much range. Like the moments where he was just like, I wouldn't quite call it falsetto, but it was definitely more of a head voice. In the forget my name, forget my eyes. Like in that register, that higher register, like I said, not quite a falsetto, forget my name. But in that higher register, sounded really, really good. And there were some moments where you could tell Phil was just, there was obviously some really nice distorted belts leading into the guitar solo at the end, which was beautiful, by the way. So much power and emotion packed into a guitar solo, and that's what a guitar solo should be. It should complement the song, and it really, really did. But there were also moments in the song where like there was gravel in Phil's voice. Like I think the line was I'm still miserable. I may be wrong, I've heard, like, first time listening to the song. Like you could just belt that or like sing it high. I'm still miserable. But he didn't. He did more of a I'm still miserable. Like putting that extra grain, gravel, and distortion adds so much power and just pushes the song to the next level. And obviously Phil's doing it better than I ever could. As I say, not a singer, not claiming to be, but I'm just trying to give examples so you can see like just how well Phil is doing. Like the fact that Whitechapel are able to make a song like this is amazing. And the fact that they are not straying from what made Whitechapel Whitechapel. Like, yes, it is nowhere near as heavy as their early days, but I would argue some of the stuff off of The Valley and even songs like A Bloodsoaked Symphony of Lost Boy, they're still classic Whitechapel with some heavy, heavy stuff. Forgiveness is Weakness, Brimstone, Black Bear, Lost Boy, Bloodsoaked Symphony, they are great. Phil still has that awesome power in his voice and they are still heavy as fuck. But at the same time, like, you don't always need to be heavy as fuck. And with the album being about what it is, it makes me so happy. And that Phil and the band are able to expand musically and just open their horizons. Like, yes, we can write a ballad, and let's be honest, that's what this song was. It was an emotional ballad that was just packed full of grief and sorrow and misery and despair. But, wow, masterfully crafted, wonderfully put together, everything sounded amazing. And it's just if I had a hat, I would tip it in the direction of Whitechapel, because congratulations boys, that is one of, if not the best songs you've ever done. And you know it's a good song when it makes you feel something, when you can relate to what the artist is saying. I've not been in Phil's position. Yes, I've had family troubles and stuff, but you know, we move. But I'm not I can't relate to Phil's specific situation. Even if you've been in a very similar one, you never can. But Phil's writing, Clown from Slipknot says something very similar about Slipknot. Even though the person writing has written about a very specific thing and situation to them, and they're telling their story, there are certain writers that tell it in a way where you can relate to it, even if you can't relate to exactly what they're saying. Like, I can relate to the lyrics that Phil is saying in this song and singing about without directly being involved with his specific situation. And again, that is just masterful storytelling. And the best storytellers can tell their own story whilst also being able to put the reader / the listener in their shoes and be able to relate to them without fully being able to relate to them, if that makes any sense. Stephen King is a master at this. You are able to relate to every character he's ever built and find a piece of you inside of them without ever actually being in that same situation. Or even if you have, you can relate to it even more. And that's exactly what Phil is doing here. He's singing about something very personal, very close, very harrowing. And even though, like, you may have never been in that situation, you may never have had a bad thing happen to you in your life, which, fair play to you if you haven't. But I feel like you can still find a piece of you inside of what Phil was saying, and you are able to put yourself in his shoes and imagine the pain and the trauma and everything that comes with it, and you're able to relate that back to yourself without being so black and white about things, if that makes sense. I know what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is, Phil is a masterful storyteller. The Valley and Kin are making that blatantly clear. Phil can tell a story so fucking well. And we know this is part fictionalized. He did a video with Mark from Cardivox Academy. What a surprise, I'm mentioning Mark twice. He's a great YouTuber, just go check him out. Where he said that it was specifically about Bloodsoaked Symphony. But I think it goes for the Valley and for Kin in general. that these are fictionalized stories based off of reality. And it's that beautiful blend of fiction and reality molding together to create something beautiful. Reality is so often stranger than fiction. Sometimes it's the other way around, and the fact that Phil was able to bring those two together, amazing. Fucking amazing. Anyways, that is it from me today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please like, share, subscribe. Just naughty things in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the track. Let me know what you thought of my awful singing. Let me know what you think of Phil's masterful singing. And as always, you've been wonderful people. I've been the mouth of the South. Shall we do a Phil low for the win? Let's go Phil low for the win. I am out of here, y'all.